everyone. I'm back with my wow session, that is words of wisdom. So let's get inspired. Today we are going to talk about Elon Musk. This is a short summary of the life of Elon Musk. This information has been taken from his biography. Seeing his recent success, I decided to write this summary so that more and more people can know about such a genius. Born on 28th June 1971 in the state of Pretoria in South Africa, Elon Musk is a multi-billionaire and currently the world's richest person, surpassing the CEO of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, in January 2021. His father was a successful engineer and his mother a dietitian. Everyone in his family knew about this, that someday he would do very great things due to the reason that he read a lot of books in his childhood. Some of his personal favorite books are Lord of the Rings and many science fiction and biographies of successful people. When he was 10 years old, his father purchased him a computer as he desired. In just 3 days, he had learned all the basics. Can anyone learn all the basics at such an age without prior information? This was another sign of him being a genius. It is a common habit of all successful people that they read a lot of books and consider them as their true friends. But it doesn't mean that they don't have friends in real life. They do have, but in Elon's case, he had no friends for the reason he didn't like anyone there as they bullied him. One day, Elon was sitting near the staircase and eating something. Suddenly, someone pushed him from there and Elon fell down. Even after doing this, the boy who had pushed him didn't stop and started beating him. But a teacher somehow managed to save him. His head was bleeding a lot. It took him a whole week to recover. But then he became more careful and never passed by the boy and his friends. When Elon was 17 years old, he and his family shifted to Canada. Elon was very happy for this as he felt he could get more opportunities in USA. In Canada, he first took admission in the University of Ontario. From there, he got a scholarship and he continued his education in the University of Pennsylvania in economics and physics. He had great ideas for future and he often told them to his classmates which they failed to understand. After graduating from there, he straight away went for his first setup. At that time, he was in USA only. He, with his brother Kimball, started a company, Zip2, which was related to shops and their information all over USA. They didn't get any investor in starting, but when they got one, the company started growing very fast. Soon he became a millionaire at a mere age of 26. He then sold Zip2 and earned much more. What would you do if you earned $300 million at the age of 27? What would you do? Think about it. Would you start a new business? Oh, come on. Why would one start another business if they own $300 million? That's what geniuses do. Think differently from others. With this thought only, Elon started another company, X.com, which was the first online payment company. He invested his own money this time. X.com also was a great success. This time too, he sold this company, which is now known as PayPal. Then what to say? He became very rich. Being an environmentalist too, he was concerned about the increasing pollution of the earth, so he decided to open two companies. One would foster lesser use of minerals and resources, and the other company would look after if there was any existence of life on other planets. Those two companies are Tesla and SpaceX. Tesla is the first car company of the world which makes electric cars. SpaceX has already started using metal and iron to make new parts of space rockets. What do you think? Everything must have went fine? This was biggest plan of his. But during this time, he got many setbacks. Today, Tesla and SpaceX both are successful companies. The main credit behind making him the richest man is the growth and development of these companies. The reason behind his success are his failures. Yes, his failures. He has learned a lot from his mistakes and failures. No doubt in that he is the real Tony Stark. Failure is a thing which comes in everyone's life. If it hasn't come in your life even once, it means you have never tried anything new. Here you will see all of his failures or difficult times in his life. He was bullied at school. His parents got a divorce when he was just a little boy. He divorced many times, not one, more than once. His health was very crucial and people thought that he might pass away. First rockets of SpaceX failed to reach the outer planetary field. Stocks of Tesla went very down few years ago and everyone thought that Tesla would be an unsuccessful project. He failed a lot of times, but what matters is how he overcame them. Even though he is the busiest person in the world and works 100 hours a week, he even found out time for his family and also for himself. His work has never affected his personal life problems. He follows a very strict timetable and looks after himself and wants himself to be perfect. And one of the most important lessons of life is that not everybody gets rich or famous after being successful. So let's get inspired by such people. You can get inspired by anyone, even by yourself. So now let us see when he was interviewed what his reply was. This is really motivating and we all should adhere to what all he said. So he said, take risks. When something is important enough, you do it even when the odds are not in your favor. If you have a vision or a dream and there is no well-trodden path to it, you can't just give up. You have to take the risk and follow your heart even when you have to go all alone. A few years ago, nobody would have thought that electric car could be used as your main car. But Elon Musk too took the risk and built a mainstream electric car with Tesla motors. The market rewards risk as much as it rewards knowledge. If you are taking the risk, you are doing something new and unique, and since few competitors would take the same risk, the market will reward you handsomely for it. If Elon Musk hadn't taken the risk, this wouldn't be one of the greatest motivational speeches on the web. Risk is rewarded when played well. always value criticism. A well thought out critic of whatever you are doing is as valuable as gold. Whether you have a job or a business, you are producing a product with your work. And to make your product stand out, you need to listen to feedback. You have to take your product and put it in front of knowledgeable people and even your friends to provide you with valuable feedback. Weak people get discouraged by criticism. Strong people use it to their advantage. They take the feedback from others, see if there is any truth to it, make the improvements in their product if needed, and raise their game up a notch. This is how winning is done. Never give up. So when the interviewer asked, when you had that third failure in a row, did you think I need to pack this in? Elon says, never. The interviewer said, why not? Elon says, I don't ever give up. I mean, have to be dead or completely incapacitated. That's right. Musk failed 3 times in his attempt to launch successful into space. He spent all of his money into SpaceX, the millions of dollars he had earned from selling PayPal, and all his wealth. That's how much he believed in his dream. To everyone's shock, he still failed. But he didn't give up because he trusted his intuition, his vision. You need to believe in yourself before you go out in the world and turn that vision into reality. It is this unyielding determination that makes this video one of the greatest motivational speeches. He failed a lot of times, but what matters is how he overcame them. Even though he is the busiest person in the world and works 100 hours a week, he even found out time for his family and also for himself. His work has never affected his personal life problems. He follows a very strict timetable and looks after himself and wants himself to be perfect. And one of the most important lessons of life is that not everybody gets rich or famous after being successful. So let's get inspired by such people. You can get inspired by anyone, even by yourself. Work like hell. So he says, if other people are putting in 40 hours work weeks and you are putting in 100-hour work weeks, then even if you are doing the same thing, you know that you will achieve in 4 months what it takes them a year to achieve. You really need to outwork your competition in order to come out at the top. Don't expect to be a millionaire if you are lazy and work just a couple of hours here and there. One must have discipline and consistency. This is certainly one of the greatest motivational speeches as it shows the power of hard work and dedication. And when you love what you do, there's always a way to push the envelope. You can expand your skill set, learn something new, and keep it interesting. And when it's interesting, you won't shy away to put in those 80 hours or 100-hour weeks. Live an adventure. Don't just solve problems. So he says, I think colonizing Mars would be the most inspiring thing that I can possibly imagine. Life needs to be more than just solving problems every day. You need to wake up and be excited about the future. Life is too short to solve problems, pay bills, and die. There is a higher power in this world, and it wants you to create and enjoy this life you have got. You don't have to punish yourself by doing things you hate. Choose to live an adventurous life, which makes you wake up feeling excited for what's to come. Few people advise others to have a little adventure, but Elon Musk is unique, and that's why he gives one of the greatest motivational speeches. Too many people spend their entire lives in quiet desperation only to realize that their life has come to an end and they can't do anything about it now. So wake up, go hiking, camping, travel to another country, jump off an airplane with protective gear, of course. Do anything to make your life adventurous. You are not here to act like a robot. Signal Rover noise. A lot of companies get confused. They spend money on things that they don't make the product better. Many people aren't focused. They spend time doing things that don't lead to progress. For example, many companies spend millions on marketing but don't improve their product. Musk says at Tesla they never spent any money on advertising and focused all their energy on improving the product. Many people aren't focused. This is quite a revolution as it not only saves your time, energy and money, but also makes you move forward much faster. So take a stock of your work activities, see which activities don't help you grow and nuke them off your schedule. Such motivating thoughts, words and speeches by Elon Musk. This will really inspire many people, and especially you youngsters who have great dreams and great visions. The credit for this whole information goes to Anubhav Chauhan. Thank you, Anubhav. I hope you all liked my video.